Tuairimí go míis Gaeilge. Welcome back to Let's Learn Irish. Labhairt A1, topic a Handouts, Rannóg a chathair, Tuairimí a chur in iúl Cuid a dó, ag díreadh stoc a bheith ag Labhairt. Level A1, topic 11, section 4, giving opinions, part 2, focusing on speaking. Lemúna, Ólas a lurg agus a thuairt faoi gha, Tuairimí a chur in iúl, Tuairimí a lurg is a thuairt agus éadaíochtaí san útha agus san ulra. So seeking and giving information about colour, expressing opinions, seeking and giving opinions, and singular and plural adjectives. Beag an bhilneog, Tuairimí a chur in iúl, Animachal agus éadaíocht uait an gníomhaíocht seo, so you'll need the handout giving opinions, nouns and adjectives for this activity. Animachal agus éadaíocht, noun and adjective. Lé na samplaí seo a leanas d'éadaíochtaí le hanamachal. Read the following examples of adjectives with nouns. Firinshkinach uha, masculine, singular. Gansibon, I'll have you repeat it after me. Gansibon. Hotadov, Guna Gorum, Shakaid Biag, Blus Nua, Brishta Dias, Skirta Fada. Wininshkinach Uha, feminine, singular. Lena Vaughan, Brog Hoof, Culla Gurm, Bútish Viag, Scaf Ada, An bhfuil an rial a aibrú amach. Are you able to figure out the rule? Bhí an séimhú ar an éadaíocht nuair a thagann sé tar éis animachal uatha atá buineannscinach. The adjective is inflected or has a séimhú when it comes after a feminine singular noun. Firinshkinach ulra, masculine, plural. So ulra, plural. Brishti Gyara, Stucky Jassa, Koti Mura, Skirti Fada, Gansaha Maha, Hoti Ola. Wininshkinach ulra, feminine, plural. Again, repeat after me. Broga maha, Cultacha mora, Bútashi jassa, Lenta ola, Bútashi fada, Scafana Gyara. An bhfuil an rial a aibrú amach. Are you able to figure out the rule? Má bhí an animachal san útha, bhí an éadaíocht san útha leis. If a noun is singular, it is accompanied by a singular adjective. So if the noun is singular, the adjective is singular. San ulra curtar a nó leis an éadaíocht. Ag bra litrú fuinú na hadaíochta, caol a caol agus leathan le leathan. So in the plural, a or e is added to the adjective depending on the spelling or the pronunciation of the adjective. Caol caol, leathan le leathan. So if it's broad, you add a broad A. If it's slender, you'll add a slender E. Is cuma faoi inscne an ocail nuair atá animachal san olra. The gender of the word does not matter if the word is plural when it comes to adding the adjective. So is cuma faoin inscne an ocail nuair atá animachal san olra. Doesn't matter about the gender if the noun is plural. For example, Cálíní maithe, Cálíní maithe, good girls, Cálíní maithe. Buachaillí deasa, Buachaillí deasa. Labhairt móra, Labhairt móra. Siopaí beaga, Siopaí beaga. Again, the gender of the word does not matter when the noun is plural. You just have to make sure that the adjective is also plural and that it agrees in quantity. So, firinscinach olra, masculine, plural. Bristí geara. Stucky deasa. Cótaí móra. Skirtí fada. Gansacha maithe. Hotty oile. And again you can see caol caol, leathan le leathan. Gear is broad, so we added an A for geara. Deasa, móra, fada, maithe, oile. Buinscnach olra, feminine plural. Broga maithe. Cultacha móra. Bútaisí deasa. Léinte oile. Bútaisí fada. Scafana geara. So again, it doesn't matter whether the noun is masculine or feminine, we just have to make the adjective agree in quantity. An féidir leat samplaí eile d'anamachal le hadaíochtaí a scríobh san olra. Are you able to write some other examples of nouns with adjectives in the plural? If you think about your vocabulary from Unit 9, food and drink, maybe make a list of 5 or 6, and then you can always check your answers on teanglan.ie. And you can check your answers on teanglan.ie if you click on the Grammar tab, and here we have the Grammar Wizard. It will allow you to enter a noun and then enter an adjective. Here we've put in buachal and deas, and then when we click enter, we'll get the results. And here it gives us the nominative singular buachal deas on buachal deas, and then the plural buachaillí deasa na buachaillí deasa. And if you need to know the genitive, it'll also give you the genitive singular and the genitive plural. We're not dealing with those right now, but there's the nominative singular and plural right there. Agus inis, líon isteach an gréile seo a leanas, fill in the grid below. Cá the horleans na cásna seo. What happens in these cases? So what happens when you have an adjective with a masculine noun? Give an example. With a feminine noun, give an example in the plural. Beag sin níos fosa cuimhnamh an rial nó na rialacha má tá roinnt samplaí den sort seo fálamtha de glan bheabhar agat. So it'll be a lot easier to remember the rule or the rules if you have a couple of examples learned off by heart. For example, picturelan bheag, picturelan a beaga. So picturelan, a cinema or movie theater, is feminine. Picturelan bheag, we have a shevu on bheag. Picturelan a beaga, plural, doesn't matter. We just have to make sure beaga is also in plural. Cálín ma. Now, contrary to what one might think, the noun Cálín is, even though it's a girl, the noun is as a gender for gender is masculine noun. So Colleen ma, no change to ma. Colleeni maha, good girls. Colleeni maha. Began filio Tuairimí a chur in úl cén adíocht ut don chríomhaíocht seo. You'll need the handout cén adíocht for this activity. Cén adíocht A. Lé na habartaise a leanas agus aisríomh na hadíochtaí atá idir lúbíní I gceart. So read the following sentences and rewrite them with the adjective in parenthesis correctly. So, is mahlam na broga ord. Is bralam an ganzi glas. Is fualam an lena jarag. An malat na butashi gar. So, you need to make sure that the adjective matches the noun. Ever cuig, cahfuil mascaf and ma, ni malam de vroga and ma, cahfuil de chota, dúv, amalat mahata and jas. Agus inis na fragri, Ivre hain is malam na broga orda. Ivre do is bralam an ganzi glas. Ivre tri is fualam an lena yarg. Ivre cahar an malat na bush tishi gara. Ivre cuig cahfuil mascaf wa. Ivre sé ní malam de vroga maha. Ivre seach cahfuil de chota dúv. Ivre hocht a malat mahata jas. Tá lista diadíochtaí agus danamachal agat. You have a list of adjectives and nouns. Caig tú na hadíochtaí agus na hanamachal chi a bheit seáil trí iad a leo amach. You need to match the adjectives with the appropriate nouns by reading them out loud. Scríomh na hanamachal chi sna spás na híos. Write the appropriate nouns in the spaces below. Agus seochait an lista hanamachal. Broga, ganzi, scaf, culla, brísta, stoki, skirta, bútashi, agus na hadíochtaí, móra, rúh, gear, álin, jasa, ada, orda, gurm. So take a minute and match them up. Agus cén adíocht B na fragri, broga orda, ganzi gurm, scaf ada, culla rúh, brísta álin, stoki jasa, skirta gear, bútashi móra. Cén adíocht C. Ceartaigh na habartaise a leanas, an sin lé amach os ord. Correct the sentences below and then read them out loud. Tá broga don orm, tá blús maithe orm, tá léna bán ort, tá bútashi duva orm. So kata cearlo, what is wrong with them? Ivre cuig, tá lámhíní beag orm, tá hata jasa orm, tá scaf yarag ort, tá broga ma orm. Agus inis na fragri, and now the answers for C. Ivre hain, tá broga donna orm, tá blús ma orm, tá léna bán ort, tá bútashi duva orm, tá lámhíní beaga orm, tá hata deas orm. Tá sceath dhearg ort. Tá bróga maithe orm. Beidh an bhilleog tuairimí a chur in iúl chur síos uait don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need the handout chur síos for this activity. Déan chur síos. Describe. Dánaí pictiúr de dhaoine atá gléasta go simúil an milleog. There are 9 pictures of interestingly dressed people on the handout. Beagart ceannacha a fiocha agus chur síos a dhéanamh a bhfuil á chaithfeá gan duine sa pictiúr. You will have to pick one of them and describe what the person in the picture is wearing. Beagart ord a thuairt na hanamacha agus na hadiachtaí le chéile. You will need to pay attention to the nouns and the adjectives together. Mar shampla, tá gúna gear dearg Adele agus bróga the duva. Adele is wearing a short red dress and black high heels. Tá Siacéad agus Brís de Dubh Tom Cruise, tá Léana Vaughan, and so on. So Tom Cruise is wearing a black jacket and trousers and a white shirt. Beidh an bhilleog tuairimí a chur in iúl cineálacha éadaí éagsúla do thuairim uait don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need to hand out different types of clothing, your opinion for this activity. Tuairimí. Opinions. Cuimhnig ar conas tuairim duine a lorg. Think about or remember, how do you ask somebody's opinion, or how do you seek somebody's opinion? On my leat an sciorta seo. Do you like this skirt? On my leat an sciorta seo. Anis, cuimhnig ar conas tuairim a thuairt. And now, remember how to give your opinion. Is Míle man gúna? I like the dress. Ní Míle man hata. I don't like it. Is fúla man colla? I hate the suit. Is brála man blouse? I love the blouse. Some other examples. Ní Míle min éinchar é. I don't like it at all. Or ní Míle mé ar churbe. I don't like it at all. So, Anish, Beagart, can fá arálan. You'll have to tell me why. Is málath é, ní málath é, is fúlath é. Tell me why and include an adjective. Mar shampla, roada, tá sé an mhór, tá sé go hálan, and so on. Agus ish cúpla samplaí, and now a couple examples of that. Isma, tá sé go hálan. Is brála mé, tá an dat furfa. So I love it. The color is perfect. Furfa. Perfect. Is fúlam ní málam an dá. I hate it. I don't like the color. Is málam go mór é. Tá an stíl go deas. I love it, or I like it a lot. The style is beautiful. Ní málam in éinchar é. Tá sé ró ada. No. Ní málam é ar churbe. Tá sé an mhór. So you have some examples there, and now we'll go to the handout. Beagart de Tuairimí a chur in iúl faoi fáil éadaí ar bith atá ar an milleog cineálacha éagsúla Éadaí. So you will need to express your opinions about any type of clothing on the handout. And actually, it's good practice to go through all of the different ones and try and use different adjectives and different levels of how much you like it or hate it. On my leat, tá spáinnig mé Ivana éagsúladit beagart a rá cad é the thuairim fuhu. So I'll show you some of the images and you will need to tell me what your opinion is of them. On my leat colla opera. Tá sé ceart go leor. Ní mála mé an éinchar. Is málam go mór é. I love it. So, an example, and if you take some time to look over the images first, then you'll be able to just see if you can just answer off the top of your head. Amalat guna adel. Amalat, an hata no an gansi. Agus cad fui sin. And how about that? Amalat isha, do you like this? Agus amalat an hata sha no an guna. Amalat kola opera. Agus an guna agus an kola sin, agus ag Brad agus Angelina, an malat iad. Agus cad fuin guna sin. How about this dress? An malat é. Ooh, kola vui. An malat I. Ré mirana. Cuimhnig an ré mirana ro agus an a chlúdaíoch I dopig seach buana agus skillana. So remember the prefixes ro and on that we covered in topic 7, skills and talents. So ro, ro, too much, and on, very. That's your ro words, too big. Eistlum, listen to me as I go through them. Mór, roúr, anmhór. Bheag, róbheag, anbheag. Fada, róada, anada. Cada thugann tú faoi deara. What do you notice? Lé amach os ordiad agus tógan patrún faoi deara. So read them out loud and notice the pattern. Mór, rómhór, anmhór. Beag, róbheag, anbheag. Fada, róada, anada. Or thug tú ein rud faoi deara. Did you notice anything? Cuireann na réimireanna seo séimhú ar húsconson na hadaíochta. So these prefixes put a séimhú on the initial consonant of adjectives. Mór, rómhór, anmhór. And you'll notice that on adds a fleshkeen, a hyphen. Beag, róbheag, anbheag. Fada, róada, anada. Eistlum anish, and now listen again. Jas, rójas, anjas. Ord, róord, anord. Ísio, róísio, anísio. Cada thugann tú faoi deara an uair seo. What did you notice this time? Lé amach os ordiad agus tógan patrún faoi deara. So read them out loud and notice the pattern. Jas, rójas, anjas. Ord, róord, anord. Ísio, róísio, anísio. Ní chuireann an séimhú ar adíocht a thosaíonn le D, T, no S. So on does not put a séimhú on an adjective that starts with D, T, or S. Ní féidir séimhú a chur ar ghota ar nóí, mar sin ní bhíonn aon athrú tar éis na réimireanna seo ar adíocht a thosaíonn le gota. So you can't put a séú on a vowel anyway, and because of that, there's no change after the prefix to an adjective that starts with a vowel. Again, jas, rojas, on das. No séú after on the consonants D, T, or S, because you have two dentals coming together, N and D. Ord, ro ord, on ord. And you'll also notice that when the two vowels come together, ro ord, we put a fleshkeen or a hyphen between them. Ishel, ro ishel, on ishel. Seer, ro here, on seer. Again, an example with S. N and S coming together when on seer, you can't put a séú there. So, re mirana, let's look back. Ro, it's too much of something, or on, it's very much of something. And you'll notice on uses the fleshkeen. Cuireann na re mirana sha séú ar húsconson na hadiachta. So these prefixes put a séú on the initial consonant of adjectives. Ní cuireann on séú ar adiacht ó chasaíonn le D, T, or S. We don't put a séú on D, T, or S after on. Ní féidir séú a chur ar chota ar nói, mar sin ní bhíonn éon athrú tar éis na ré míreanna seo ar adiacht ó chasaíonn le gota. So we can't put a séú on a vowel anyway, so there's no change to the adjective that starts with a vowel after one of these prefixes. Like an bhuileog Tuairimí a chur in iúl, mo thuairim uat an gníomhaíoch seo. You'll need the handout giving opinions, my opinion, for this activity. Tuairimí. Tean tuaisteach is siopa Éadaí agus tá na Éadaí agus na bróga se leanas ar deal. You go into a clothes shop and the following clothes and shoes are on sale. Éireann an cúntóir siopa ort do thuairim a léirú faoin na Éadaí ar fad. The shop assistant asks you to express your opinions about all of the clothing. Cuir do thuairim in iúl dó trí úsáid a bhaint as folklór éagsúil agus réimse leathan d'adíochtaí. So give your opinion by using a variety of vocabulary and a broad variety of adjectives. Mar hampla, is brálam, is fualam, is malam, tá sé ró ada, tá sé an mór, tá sé go hall. An malat an gúna seo. An malat an hata. An malat na bróga simúla seo. Do you like these interesting shoes? An malat an colour. An malat an ganzi. Cad faoin na brístí nó le legging sin. An malat an skirta. Cad faoin brístí seo. An malat an ganzi seo. No an tíléine. Cad faoin skirta seo. An malat é. An malat na bróga seo. An malat an gúna seo. Agus sin deir faoi Rannóg a chathair, Tuairimí a chur in iúl, le múna, ólas a lorg agus a thuairt faoi cha, Tuairimí a chur in iúl, Tuairimí a lorg is a thuairt, agus adiachtaí san uatha agus san olra. That's the end of section 4, giving opinions, seeking opinions about colour, giving your opinion, seeking and giving opinions, using adjectives in the singular and plural. Tá na nótaí agus bilóga oibre le fáil in éineacht le cóid fuaimne agus nasca na cuisle, suíomh lúscartaí. The lecture notes and worksheets to accompany the course, along with the MP3 files and Quizlet links, this is a flashcard website, are available. The original files are available to download at Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge, teg.ie, or edited versions can be found at my website, simplyjacintha.com. Direct link is in the description box below. Míle buíochas the Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge as cead a thabhairt dom úsáid a bhaint as na háiseanna closamhairc atá le fáil ar a suíomh. Many thanks to Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge for their information to use the learning materials and resources that are available on their website. Tásúlgam gur bhain sibh tanna bhas. I hope you enjoyed it and got some use out of it. If you did, like and subscribe and share with your friends who may be interested in learning Irish.